Let's get it. Let's get it. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Where we do not teach you how to rise to the occasion. What we teach here, folks, is how to fall to your level of preparation. Here we are. All right, November 29th, 2025. I had to, first of all, broke in a brand new pair of Brooks here. I believe they're the Brooks Trace 4. Again, Brooks folks, holler at me, get at me on some of this endorsement stuff. There's a lot of material out there. I know the story, how it started. For the runners, run happy, live long, run happy. I got all that. I'm ready for my endorsement deals with Brooks Running Company. Just putting that out there now from jump. Next thing we gotta address is seeing that they were the first run. This was the first run in these particular Brooks shoes. 10 miles. Had to knock out a 10 miler today, double-digit mile a day. 2 days after a 14-mile run. So it is back. It is back. We're back on the grind, doing what we got to do, and the stakes are higher. I got my yearly theme, a lot of things already in place as we head into the final month of 2025, right? So as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, what the thumbnail is, what I've been thinking about literally for the past 48 hours, and when it comes to this time of year, and it's because, yes, I am a diehard Psychotic Michigan fan, but along with being a diehard Psychotic Michigan fan, I have played the game, coached the game, scouted the game, built a business around the concepts and the things learned about the game of football. And when you're talking about rivalry games, when you're talking about two teams that are playing for something bigger than themselves and something that's going to last for a lifetime, you have got to relax. You notice my tone. The reason that this 10-mile run had to have is barely, again, didn't get much sleep, but you got to get it all out early. And then when you get into the game, you realize it's actually just a football game. All right, it's just a football game. It's just 4 quarters. It's going to last 3 hours. Yes, the stakes are high. Yes, there's a team on the other side that doesn't like you and you don't like them. Historically, the stories are incredible. In fact, I was just listening to Sharon Moore, the head coach for the University of Michigan Wolverines. He was on Rich Eisen show, another diehard Michigan Wolverines fan, and he was saying how cool it was to see Blake Frazier's father, who played at Michigan, and Blake Frazier was the starting tackle for the Michigan Wolverines, who's going to be playing in that game, and to see them connect. And just, again, even when I went to Tampa to watch them play Alabama in the ReliQuest Bowl, you saw families, you saw a lot of these ties, and a lot of these things that I am aspiring to build myself when it comes to what it is I want to do with my own life. Those are the things that you really have to remember and keep you grounded, but you have to relax. All right, in games like this, because it translates. And what I do, if you're new around here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this out. What I do is I take what happens in the game of football, and my superpower is translating what happens in the game of football and applying it to your business and applying it to your life. What you have to do in major moments like that, there's no words, there's no magical pre-game motivational speech. None of that shit is gonna work. The only thing that's gonna work is execution, calm, relaxed execution. Go out, do what you know you can do, and trust the process, trust your training, and all the preparation. In fact, I'll close you out with a couple concepts here. First of all, it was an experience that I myself had when I played football at Stony Brook University. What ended up being the final. So if you don't know, Stony Brook University is a smaller school out in Long Island, New York. So it's FCS Division I, but it was lower tiered FCS program that we used to have a crosstown rival. So our Ohio State, Michigan type of a rivalry was a team named Hofstra University. And I remember it was my first year at Stony Brook in 2009 where we played them right off the back. I mean, it was all camp. It was Hofstra this, Hofstra that. Even the pregame speech when Coach P was talking about how we're going to play Hofstra, he goes, look, we have Stony Brook A and then Stony Brook B. We want that Hofstra game right now. Granted, we did end up losing the game, but I remember Coach P's demeanor during the game day. Like all throughout camp, he was hyped up and he's moving, he's getting us excited. But during the game day, I noticed his demeanor was very, very calm. And he's talking to his coach in a very calm manner, talking to us in a very calm way, which is the way it should be, all right? And that's the same thing when it comes to today, all right? And then again, I'll close you out with what I heard Coach Sharon Moore say on Rich Eisen's show, which is there's no motivational speech. There's no words that you need to say. You don't beat Ohio State the week of Ohio State. You start beating Ohio State every single day, every single day, every single training camp, every single practice. And again, I've heard Urban Meyer say the same thing. They used to have little Wolverine workout days, routine. You start beating your rival every single day of the offseason, every single day of your life. You in your mind, you start trying to beat them. And again, all of that translates into a very, very solid competitive mentality that you're going to have and you're going to need when you get into the working world. All right. You're going to every single day. My mindset is, man, if I did this against the Math, if I did that against Gonzaga, if I did this against St. John's, things would have been different. And it leads to me thinking about things in my place of business and my work where, hey, you got to be on top of this. You got to be on top of that. You got to be on top of it. All of these things, it translates into your business, translates into your personal life. It's going to make you make better decisions relationally, which again, I'm learning a lot this year when it comes to that as well. So much of that stuff is important. All right. So again, my message today, first of all, go watch the full game on Film Session Saturday. It won't be out till the full game won't be out till later on tonight. Obviously, I record it during the games, but I don't broadcast live during the games because I don't want to run into any problems. But also, as you think about it and it's on Film Session Saturday, but as you think about it and you translate it into your real life, into your working life, remember, it's about relaxing. It's about calming down, knowing and trusting your education, trusting your training, trusting your process, and going out and simply executing. That's who's going to be the winner of today's game, all right? It's going to be who just simply executes and does not let the outside noise dictate how they do and all that kind of stuff, all right? So, the main website, however, if you want to dive deeper into all my work, especially employee development, all things employee development, it's makeyourmove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.